Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Now, as the title suggests, I think I have found one of the most underrated cars in Forza Motorsport, that being the Ferrari 360 Challenge Stradale, as you can see here. Now, I've already uploaded a video about this car, and that was in S-Class, and I was showing how good this car was, and it's a really underrated car all over, overall in Forza, in any class really. I've never seen many other people using it at all, if anyone, to be honest. So I wanted to highlight that this car actually is really quietly strong, and this shows that not only was it strong in S-Class, but it's also equally as strong in A-Class. And as you'll see, this race here at I can't remember which track, is it Indianapolis? I think it is. You'll see this is a really good race actually. So you'll see it's pretty wet, or a little bit wet, but actually I went for a bit of a gamble and chose to go on medium tyres, and I really wasn't sure how that would work out. As you can see on the screen, it is still raining very slightly, but I'm just hoping that the rain won't get any worse and that these medium tyres will work in my favour. It was very split between people going for mediums and wets in this grid, so yeah, we'll see how this works out now. Skipping ahead, we're having a good old battle with this Subaru Levorg here. We get a nice move made up the inside, but he does get the inside for the next corner. So I'm going to back out and let him have that. He goes a bit wide there, so it was a good thing that I did back out and just give him that space. And coming up to the chicane that leads to the back straight here, I'm going to try and focus on getting a good exit from the chicane and tucking into the slipstream. And as you can see, this car is a lot quicker than his on a straight, so nice easy overtake there. And I'm going to try and just make sure I get the move done. Brake nice and early, not going too deep, sorry. And that move is made. So skipping ahead to the next corner or so, we've got a Corvette there going wide. Quite possibly he is on wet tyres, although the wet tyres shouldn't be too bad, so maybe he's just spinning out by his own lack of skill. So anyway, skipping ahead again to lap 4, we've got a group of 3 cars up ahead. As you can see, absolute chaos up ahead, and the Formula Mazda just takes out that other car. So there's 2 easy positions. He just about misses me as he comes back onto the track, and now I'm behind 4th place. You can see there his tyres obviously really struggling. He's really struggling to get grip around that long right-hander. And I'm going to get the move done on him onto the home straight here, but he is right behind me and tucked right into my slipstream, so I'm going to go defensive already. Stick to the right. He thinks about a move down the inside, but thinks otherwise and looks around the left, but doesn't go for a move. I brake nice and comfortably and I get that move done, so up to 4th place already. And as you see here, skipping to the end of the final lap, 3rd place, again, obviously struggling with his tyres. The wet tyres do degrade a lot quicker than the medium, so if he's on wet, which I think he is, he's going to have really worn tyres. And you see there, he's just not able to get any grip, even in the Formula Mazda, which is a really grippy car. I'm just able to go around him like it's nothing on the last corner. And you'll see here, something really strange happens. All of a sudden, it turns into a thunderstorm. Now, had this happened at any point earlier in the race, I would have been screwed, because the track is going to get really wet, and my medium tyres would just be absolutely useless. So I was so lucky there that that rainstorm didn't happen until literally going around the last corner. So there you go, 17 positions made up to 3rd. That's a pretty good race in the Ferrari, so that shows how strong this car is. Now the next race here at Laguna Seca, this wasn't such a good race, but I think it still shows the strength of this car. So Lexus there not getting off the line at all, which is always a good start. And let's see how the first corner goes here at Laguna. It's a bit of a big braking zone. Now I kind of... It looks as if I broke too late there, but I didn't. I broke on my normal braking point, but everyone else seemed to brake a bit early. And so I kind of like make a dive on people that I didn't mean to, but actually I seem to get through alright and don't really take anyone out too badly. Now you'll see up ahead this guy in the KTM Crossbow. That seemed to be a pretty good car for A-Class, especially on this track. And you'll see I have a good battle with this guy and another Crossbow further in into the race. They seem to be quite good all-round cars. He's got a lot of grip there. He does push me wide slightly though, which is slightly annoying. Then the Ferrari doesn't want him to overtake on the inside, but he does anyway. Bit of contact, and unfortunately those two just go off the track, so not complaining, 2 easy positions for me. But we've got this other Ferrari on the right. I'm going to look up the inside of him, up the corkscrew, which is a bit of a brave move. You don't really want to be making a move up there. But both of us giving each other space. Don't make the move done, but actually to get through the corkscrew too wide with neither of us getting punted off is quite an accomplishment. So you see that Formula Mazda there, got that second to or third to last corner a bit wrong, so I managed to get past him with a bit of contact, but nonetheless we are through. And I'm going to look up the inside of the Ferrari, but it's not going to happen. He gets a better exit, so I'm just going to tuck into the slipstream and try and keep up with this Ferrari and the Honda up ahead. Now what I need is these two guys to fight with each other, which is exactly what is happening. As you can see, Honda just pushing the Ferrari wide there a bit, and I don't think he's very happy about that, because he's going to look for a move up the inside but not go for it. More contact between them, which allows me to get up the inside of the Ferrari just about. And he gives me the space there, and that allows me to go through, and the Honda taking a bad line through that corner as well. I'm able to make a move on both of them, but as you see, another KTM crossbow comes out of absolutely nowhere right up behind me, and I take a terrible line through that corner, get it all wrong, and he is right on my tail, bump drafting me there. Not going to try and go for a move up that very high speed corner, which is very sensible of him. So coming into the corkscrew, he's not going to go for a move there as well. He's just biding his time, waiting for an opportunity to arise. I'm just going to try and drive as normal as possible, not give him any opportunities to make an easy overtake. The other thing is that the other Ferrari has kind of caught up with him, so I'm hoping that Ferrari might be able to battle with the KTM, but unfortunately that doesn't happen. And skipping ahead a few corners, he does get the move done on me here, and there's not really much I can do there. He takes a good line through that corner, and he just drives away from me, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to settle for at least 7th place. But we've got TFR Mike here in the Ferrari, again right behind us. So I'm going to be thinking about him and trying to, again, just not make any mistakes, not give him any opportunities to overtake. And I'm not really looking now to try and get an overtake done on the KTM. I don't think that's going to happen, so really just thinking about protecting this 7th place here. I see Mike gets a much better exit than me on that corner. I think his car is faster on the home straight. And he's just going to get on the outside of me there. I take a defensive line, brake nice and early. But he's going to look for the switchback. Is he going to get it? Not quite, and I have got the inside for the next corner. So he can't make the move happen there. However, I do take a bad line through that corner, and as you can see there on the bottom left of the screen, he's just poking his nose in. Unfortunately, he kind of scares me a bit, and I turn out of the corner slightly, and that just gives him the opportunity to sneak through on the inside there. Nice move from him, very respectful racing, and he does get the move done. So unfortunately, that is a place down. It still says I'm 7th place, but I'm not sure if that's correct. I think there's been some issues with timing in this race. So I might be 7th, I might be 8th, I'm not quite sure, but we'll see as we get to the end of the race. And we have got another car who's caught up with us and is right on our tail now. Another Formula Mazda, as you can see there, but he doesn't make that move happen. And as you'll see, we'll skip to the end of the race here, and no changes in the position, so I think that's going to be a 7th place finish, which again is not a bad result. It definitely could have been better, but still 14 places made up in that race. So yeah, I hope this video showed you guys how good this Ferrari 360 is for really any class that it can race in, A class, S class, probably even R. It's really worth using. It's really, really easy to drive. There's no oversteer on the exit of corners. There's no understeer really. It drives so nicely. So I really recommend you guys try this car out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys in another video soon.
Well done. P7.